One thing I have heard over and over from Trump supporters is that they want people to come to America the legal way. What I want to know now is, are you okay with his executive order that bans entry to the United States for people born in 7 majority Muslim countries, including legal U.S. permanent residents with green cards? Immigration is a complicated issue, but I think there is some common ground we can find here. Most will agree that if you have done all the paperwork and waited in line, you are welcome in this country. Also, if you already hold a green card and are a legal permanent resident, you should be free to come and go as you please. I should point out that they have since said that detaining green card holders was a mistake. But to me, this mostly seems like a change of mind due to all the protests at the airports.
She's had a green card since 1997.
Since 1997.
Yeah, so it's not new.
And you made that sign?
Yeah, this is my sign.
If you could say something now to the people in America, what would you say?
الان براتون میسر باشه چیزی به مردم امریکا بگین پیامتون چیه؟
دوستشون دارم.
That's right, a grandma who has been a legal resident since 1997 was detained at the airport. This is not only wrong, but the entire ban is grossly unconstitutional. Luckily, the ACLU has stepped in and stopped deportations for now.
President Trump's executive order igniting an immediate legal challenge. The ACLU, though, winning a temporary injunction against part of the travel ban. Teams of lawyers, you see them there, setting up makeshift offices on airport terminal floors, helping those detained. The attorneys general of more than a dozen states condemning Mr. Trump's travel ban.
The judge, in a nutshell, saw through what the government was doing and gave us what we wanted, which was to block the Trump order and not allow the government to remove anybody who's come and is caught up in the order nationwide. They cannot remove anybody.
This was a small victory, but the fight is not over. Washington State has become the first state to file a lawsuit.
We're here today to announce that I'm filing a lawsuit today in federal court against President Trump, the Federal Department of Homeland Security, and high-ranking Trump administration officials. The lawsuit's being filed here in Seattle at the federal courthouse in the Western District of Washington. It'll be filed later today. A copy will be available on our website immediately upon filing. We're a country based on the rule of law. And in a courtroom, it is not the loudest voice that prevails. It's the Constitution. That's why we're a nation of laws. At the end of the day, either you are abiding by the Constitution or you are not.
It has a specific provision which creates, for the first time in American history, a test that bases your rights under the Constitution on what religion you follow. Its intent is to open the gates to Christian refugees and to slam the gates closed on those who follow the religion of Islam.
Now, one argument I keep hearing is that Obama did a similar thing back in 2011. This is just not true. Here's an article from the Washington Post that explains the Kentucky case. It reads, the Kentucky case refers to 2 Iraqis from Kentucky who in May 2011 were arrested and faced federal terrorism charges after officials discovered from an informant that Wad Radam Alwan, before he had been granted asylum in the United States, had constructed improvised roadside bombs in Iraq. The FBI, after examining fragments from thousands of bomb parts, found Alwan's fingerprints on a cordless phone that had been wired to detonate an improvised bomb in 2005. The arrest caused an uproar in Congress, and the Obama administration pledged to re-examine the records of 58,000 Iraqis who had been settled in the United States. The administration also imposed a new, more extensive background checks on Iraqi refugees. So this happened because they had found actual proof of terrorism. While the flow of Iraqi refugees slowed down significantly during the Obama administration's review, refugees continued to be admitted to the United States during that time. There was not a single month in which no Iraqis arrived here. In other words, while there were delays in processing, there was no outright ban. Which brings me to this, one of our history's most shameful moments. In 1939, 937 Jewish refugees came from Germany to the U.S. on the MSS St. Louis, fleeing the Nazis. Unfortunately for them, the U.S. government turned them away.
Of the 937 Jewish refugees who traveled on that voyage of the St. Louis, who came so close to freedom, almost 3/4 perished in the gas chambers of Nazi concentration camps.
It is easy to look back and see how horrible it was that the Jewish refugees were turned away. That is why we need to learn from our past mistakes and not turn away people who are just trying to escape war and live. So now I turn it over to you. Does the fact that legal immigrants were being targeted change your mind about Trump's executive order? Should we take in more refugees? Let me know down below.